First in the ring, he's coming from Moldova. Please make some noise for Mihai Bobatrin.
Hello everyone and welcome to Eagles 9. We are live from Chisinau, Moldova, here at the Minaj Arena. My name is Daniel Austin. Thank you for joining us here tonight, whether you're watching us on YouTube later on or whether you're watching the live stream at feafights.tv. That's FEA fights.tv. This is the opening contest of Eagles FC 9. This is the first of two parts of the event. The first part, the Eagles elimination, featuring 8 bouts, and part 2, Eagles Fighting Championship, featuring 6 fights. Now, the main event of each part is going to be a Bantamweight championship match. In the main event of the first part, we will see the interim title contested, and then in the main event of the second part, we will see the absolute title contested. Now, here at Eagles Championship, they've decided that there's so much competition in the Bantamweight division that they have to have 2 separate belts in order to keep things interesting. That is relevant here because this is a Bantamweight matchup, as Mihai Bobatrin is outside the cage. We'll be taking on Lilian Grosu to kick things off here at Eagles 9. Both guys will be vying for a ranking in this very, very ultra competitive weight division here in EFC. This is also going to be a Moldova versus Moldova fight. 2 young guys who have yet to establish themselves, not only here in Eagles, but also in MMA in general. Bobatrin 0-0, making his debut here tonight, and Grosu, his opponent, who will be coming out in just a minute, 0-1. So both guys just getting their feet wet here in the world of MMA, and a great stage for them to be able to do it on here in Eagles Fighting Championship in Chisinau, Moldova.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first fighter to step the cage tonight, make some noise for Mihai Bobatrin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent to the red corner. He's coming from Moldova. Make some noise for Lilian Grosu.
And there he is, Lilian Grosu, also of Moldova. Made his debut in April of this year, so not so long ago. That was a fight that he had in Ukraine, and it did end up on the losing side of things for him. So I've always wondered how guys deal with that. You know, some guys are young, they're hungry, they're intense, and they just shrug it off. Life goes on, they're just happy to be in the ring and happy to have a fight. Other guys, you never know. If you start your career off with a loss, some guys could be ready to throw in the towel just like that. Obviously, Grosu's not at that stage, and he seems to be pretty composed coming out here for his second professional fight and looking to get things turned around and get his first professional win. Now, Grosu is 23 years old, whereas his opponent just 19, so he is debuting quite a few years after his opponent. He's actually 4 years older than his opponent, but only has 1 professional fight under his belt. As far as the other stats are concerned on the tail of the tape, these two are right down the middle. Height is just about the same. There's just a 1 centimeter difference between these 2 guys. Weight is right on spot. And both guys represent good gyms here in Moldova. So this should be a very even fight as far as the statistics are concerned. And then once the horn goes and they lock the cage, then we'll really find out what these two guys are made of.
Ladies and gentlemen, stepping in the cage, make some noise for Lilian Grosu. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the blue corner, age 19, weighing 60 kilograms, height 1.73 meters, having a personal record of 0 wins and 0 losses, 0 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting for Thai Sergey Barbosa. Make some noise from Moldova to Mihai Bobatrin. Presenting the red corner, age 22, height 1.73 feet, weighing 60 kilograms. This, ladies and gentlemen, lost just once. Make some noise for Lilian Grosu. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 5-minute 3-round referee in the ring, Dennis Bogatilov.
You are professional, you know rules. Protect yourself and listen to my comments. If you want, touch your gloves now. Back to your corner.
Referee Dennis Pokatilov set to officiate this one, our opening contest, a bantamweight match at 59 kilos.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
Round 1.
Touch of gloves, and we are underway here at Eagles Fighting Championships 9. Inside low kick there by Grosu as he throws the first stone, casts the first stone into the water here, and here he goes with a body kick. Oh, he tagged him with a right hand that time, did Mihai Bobatrin, and the first serious strike goes to the blue corner. Now the guy seems shy about letting loose with those little gloves on. Ooh, and that shot was a little bit low. I don't know if it caught him on the cup area or not. It seems like he is. Yep, that one got him low. Seems like he'll be able to fight through it, but won't soon forget that.
Fighters, time, fight!
Bobatrin in the blue represents the Thai boxing gym here in Moldova, in Chisinau. So for sure he's got a good stand-up game. They've got good striking coaches over there, obviously, but I know they do a lot of MMA training as well, so he should be quite well-rounded. There's that left kick again. He likes to throw that left kick as he's coming in, and there's a big haymaker right hand as well from Grosu. You can hear the slap of those shots going in as they tumble to the ground here. Let's see if Grosu's going to go in or not. Looks like he's pulling back for that Achilles lock, but, well, he's got the leg wrapped up, and he's tugging back on it, trying to get the submission, and they're trading leg locks here. Grosu looking for the Achilles lock, and Bobatrin temporarily was looking for a heel hook. Now he changes his mind, moves on top. Nice move there. But crowd responding. Grosu was looking to get into side control, then into mount, as they scramble for position here. Bobatrin from behind now. Ooh, clocked him with a right hand and a left up against the cage. Sneaks a knee in. Things are really starting to get intense now. Shots going in from behind. Head kick. I don't know if that one caught him or if it went over the head, but he's really raining down some shots here. And Grosu better keep moving or else this one's gonna get stopped. He's trying to defend it off, but he's not moving. Referee Denis Pokatilov having a good look here. He's not really responding. Those shots are landing. Grosu he's not really active here. Referee's letting it go. Bobatrin content just to fire away and try to get the stoppage here. Left hands now. Hard to tell if they're landing or not from this particular vantage point. Trying to wrap up the arm and throw him over, but he's riding really high right now. A nice move there as Grosu freed himself of that situation. Looking for some punches as well. Now he recovers his position as he tries to sink in a guillotine. He may have that thing underneath the, well, it's an awkward position. It's hard to squeeze from that position. You can see that Bobatrin certainly, though. Oh, he slipped the head right out that time. .40 seconds remaining in this opening round. Boy, this is a tough division to fight in. Lots of really good fighters here in this bantamweight division. These two guys just, as I said, getting their feet wet here in the world of MMA, but certainly people will take notice of this. People in high places in Eagles Fighting Championships will certainly recognize the winner of this fight as a future contender. Well, referee gonna go ahead and stand him up here. There's only a few seconds left in the round. Well, I think the referee saw some shots maybe in the back of the head, perhaps, and was warning him about that. I heard the 10-second hammer go down, I believe, before he called for the... Well, there you go. Big round of applause here in the Menage Arena for the action that we've seen so far in round number one. Let's take another look at what went down. Both guys showing that they were meaning business with those strikes early on. And then as the round continued, the action spilled to the ground. We saw a lot of ground and pound coming in from Bobatrin in the blue corner early on. Then Grosu kind of turned the tables on him later on in the round. So a back and forth kind of a matchup. But as I look into the corners of both gentlemen right now, I can see that it is Lilian Grosu who looks the worst for wear. You can see he's got some swelling under his left eye, and he just seems to be a little bit more out of breath and perhaps a little bit more winded. But let's find out what happens here when round number two gets underway.
Time. Fight!
Round two.
5 minutes on the clock here for round number two. We saw both guys open up with some striking early on. They both had some success on the ground, so you've got to wonder how they would prefer this second round to go. Spinning back fist there, backs up Mihai Bobatrin. And again, he just narrowly ducked under that kick, lands a knee now as they continue to trade shots. Bobatrin slowly but surely closing in. And as he does, Grosu throws warning shots his way. That was a little bit more than a warning shot. That was a big haymaker right hand, but still way, way out of range. A little bit slow on those shots, and I think that Bobatrin can see them coming a long way away and is able to avoid them. Oh, that one caught him. Right hand that time by Lilian Grosu, and again he goes for it. Bobatrin's got to be careful. He's able to see those shots and react to it. He moves away, tries to get out of the way, but he's got to stay on his toes at all times, because if he can't take too many of those shots in the course of a matchup, down they go. Looking to gain some ground and pound here. He's looking for an arm, transitioning into the arm bar, but Bobatrin rolls through and avoids it. Boy, this crowd here tonight in Chisinau is hot. They love this action here at Eagles Fighting Championships. Chisinau known as a longtime kickboxing crowd, but these people have really taken to MMA here in Moldova. Bobatrin trying to get into side control, but the legs of Grosu come into play. Take a look at the welt on the inside of the left leg of Grosu. Wow, that is turning all kinds of pretty colors there. And referee Dennis Pokatilov calling for a stand-up. Here you can see Grosu just for a second bend over and put his hands on his knees, trying to get a little bit of a rest. Well, there's no rest once you're locked inside the cage. He tries that again. Could be curtains. Ooh, cracking shot. I could hear the cup crack. May want to have that thing inspected. Don't expect me to do it. That's the second time now that he's had a shot like that. Ooh, yeah, that was with just the brunt of the foot right there. Just right under the toes, that hard part of your foot, right under the toes, where the toes meet the foot, the sole of the foot. Caught him right there, right in his front bumper. Here we go, back to action now. Mihai Bobatrin in the blue, Lilian Grosu in the red. Nice low kick, well placed behind the knee, and they go up against the cage here. Oh, nice shots going in from Grosu, and again looking for those big haymaker right hands, trying to put this thing to an end. Big dangerous shots going in as the crowd rings out with a chant of Misha for Mihai Bobatrin, and they go to the ground now. Grosu had side control momentarily, and almost, I would say, just kind of gave it up almost. He would like to have a better position on the ground maybe, and he'd prefer just to kind of stand up and try to dive in again, it looks like. Time slipping away here in a scheduled 3-rounder here in round number 2, 30 seconds left. And again, Grosu, he likes those big shots. He loves to reach way back with a lot of those shots and try to nail you with as much momentum as he can now, as he sits back now and grabs the left leg of Bobatrin. Both guys now looking for a leg, looking for what they can. Bobatrin really wrenching, and Grosu frees his leg. Both guys on the canvas, almost waiting for the other one to make a move. As you can see, both guys obviously can feel the fact that they have been in a fight. And now it's Bobatrin bending over in the middle of the ring, trying to get some air into those lungs. Well, bending over that way is not going to get you any extra air, but it could make you feel temporarily better, or it could be detrimental. Both guys really starting to feel this one now. with that low kick that took the action to the ground. I think that was, you know, between rounds 1 and 2, I was looking over at the red corner at Lilian Grosu, and it really looked like he was in bad shape as far as his cardio was concerned, but I thought he did pretty good in that round. I wasn't expecting him to do that good. He landed a lot of very telling shots. That big right hand of his was a key factor in that second round. The lovely Pia girls here tonight in Chisinau. Round 3 on the way.
Time. Fight.
Third and final round.
Well, there you heard it. Third round underway. This one will decide it. Should it go the distance? With the kind of shape these guys are in at the end of round number 2, either they're going to get a second wind here in the beginning of the round, or it's going to be a long 5 minutes. One or the other. Low kicks going in now from Grosu. We haven't seen too many of those, but he did take him down in round number 2 with one of them. And again, that time he caught it and countered with a right hand, did Mihai Bobatrin. Trying to take him over, and does. Not going to get any points for style on that one, but it was effective as he did get his opponent on the ground, and he ends up in the closed guard now of Bobatrin. Nice move there by Bobatrin as he was able to get out from underneath, and now it is Grosu on his back trying to fight off Bobatrin. You can tell these guys are tired. Bobatrin not immediately going in, and when he does, doesn't quite have that quickness that he had in the first 2 rounds, but that's what makes the fight interesting. Once you get to this place, and now they trade positions again, and it is Grosu on top. Nice shot there, taking you right inside the cage here. As you can see, Bobatrin taking some damage, trying to reach his left leg up there. Crowd and his corner going crazy as they could feel the triangle coming. Grosu tries to beat him to the punch and ends up in full mount now. This is bad news for Bobatrin. Like I said, at this point, both guys so tired. Grosu raining down ground and pound shots now as Bobatrin doing his best to get off the cage, but he is trapped right up against that cage now. Grosu, nailed him with a short little left hand. Bobatrin again, scooting, moving, trying to show the referee he's still alive, trying to get out of that position. His head now is in a very bad spot as Grosu has got his left leg completely rendering the right arm of Bobatrin useless to defend himself at this point. He rolls over through, but he's got the arm trapped here. And he's trying to sink in a triangle. Grosu has got the legs wrapped around the head of Bobatrin here. He's got options. That's what Grosu has right now, is options. Could be going for the right arm. No, Bobatrin now has freed himself. Oh, he caught an up kick though. And it looks like there's just a speck of blood on the inside. Either that or it's his gum shield on the inside of his lip. And you can see Grosu calling for him. He says, come on, you want to bring it to the ground? Let's go, boy. getting caught with more kicks from the ground. You can see that Bobatrin a little bit tired here. He's just kind of hanging out in that position and looks a little bit frustrated and tired at this point. Hunched over now. Both guys have really given all they've got here. There's just a few seconds left to go. Neither guy can afford to make a mistake at this point because they're both obviously very tired now. And just a small lack of concentration could cost them the fight. Oh, low kick goes in now. Caught him right below the hip now. Now in the outside of the leg in the hamstring area. You can see Grosu just targeting those legs with his eyes. And Bobatrin knows it's coming, but he's just too tired to react to it. Charges in with punches. Nice takedown there by Grosu. He just wrapped him up and used Bobatrin's own momentum to turn him with that slam. He ends up in full mount again. This is great.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is, by unanimous decision to the red corner, make some noise for Lilian Grosu!
Grosu was right. He knew it, he felt it at the end of the fight, and he has been declared the winner here. The opening contest.